crack and trap music is really, that's like our testimony. You know what I'm saying? That's us celebrating the fact that we overcame it. You know what I mean? That we made it out. And as long as there are people on earth that have been affected by the drug era or the drug trade, the crack era, there'll always be a need for trap music to let folk know that they ain't going through it alone.
Big Boy's Neighborhood, beautiful day in the neighborhood, man. It is a pleasure to have this man back in the neighborhood, man. The King!
Grand Hustle,
Come on, man. T.I. in the neighborhood.
Hey.
Welcome back to the neighborhood, Tip.
Hey, man, thanks for having me back.
Come on, brother.
Yeah.
All right, man, let me tell you, man. You know, I've been rocking with you for years, bro.
Yes, sir.
And this is only, man, this is very necessary and very mandatory that we sit down together, brother.
I can't wait.
Hey, man, neither can I. But welcome back to the neighborhood, bro.
Man, appreciate it.
Veteran, relevant at the same damn time, man. New music, new album coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, Tip, because do you ever feel, like jumping right into it, man, do you ever feel underrated?
I don't feel.
Okay.
I mean, like, man, other people's validation and approval, it just never dawned on me that it mattered.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? Because if I was waiting on somebody else to give me some approval or to give me some validation, I'd probably still be back where I was.
Yeah, man. And then today, man, we don't give nothing up today. You know what I'm saying? Your new album ain't even out of somebody saying it's whack already.
Hey, you know.
Yeah,
hey.
this game is colder than a 6-pack of soda now, though, bro. You know, but we've seen it and we've been through it, bro. And you still standing. I love it, man.
Usually, man, it's people's, you know, the doubt that they have within themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't feel that they good enough. They don't feel they can do what they've set out to do.
Yeah, man.
So if they don't feel it about themselves, they definitely can't feel it for others.
Oh yeah, definitely so, man. Hey, man, and this crazy because there's been so many, like your catalog, Tip, is ridiculous. And there's been times, man, when I just call you out the blue. And I be like, man, I think that's why you changed your number.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I would just call.
You,
and I was just like, man, like, there's so many parts of T.I., so many parts of Tip Harris, man, that you've been sharing with us for now decades.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because even when we look up and you look at some of the albums, man, we talking about 20 years in the game, bro, and we in a business, not even a genre.
Right.
We're in a business where you're here today and you're gone tonight.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And it sounds so cliche, man, but is there a formula to a staying power for you?
For me, I have to say just being genuine.
Yeah.
Being genuine, being honest with the people about my experiences, about, you know, where I am in my life. Continuing to evolve, elevate my consciousness, and just share my mindset with the world. Because all of these albums are really they're places within my metamorphosis. You know what I'm saying?
I knew you were gonna say some shit like
that.
I owe you $5. we ain't been on 5 minutes. But no, and have you seen, even when you look back at the albums, man, you never abandoned T.I. You never abandoned, you know, just the rubber band, man. You never abandoned that, but you can see progression too, though, and growth.
It's true.
Yeah.
You know, I can't really. This the only me I know how to be.
Yeah,
you know
man.
What I'm saying? So I got to stay true to who I am. I think that's the staying power. You know what I mean? Because even though I am who I am, as I get older, I grow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so that growth is kind of gonna be ever present in the art.
Hey, man, and then also, man, you're not afraid to step into so-called unfamiliar territories either.
No.
Do you enjoy challenging yourself?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
see,
what
that
you find
scares me.
greatness. Why?
I just don't like it.
But you,
They were like, say for instance, Tip, right? Your comedy, right?
Right.
Now we've been in the neighborhood, man, many a times, and we go back and forth. We snap. I know you funny, everything, man.
Right.
But to pick up a microphone with so many accolades already in music,
right?
What made you pick up the microphone and say, you know what, man, I'm going to go into comedy? Because comedy, for some people, man, it's a scary thing because it's not like your homie got a mic too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless you like 85 South and they know how to get down individually and collectively.
Right.
But to do that, that's a whole different, it feels like a different world.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I never even put any thought into it.
Damn.
I was really just thrown on stage. Uh, K-Dub I was going to visit him at his open mic night, and out of sheer spite, he just called me up on stage, and I just went up there, and when I got my first couple laughs, you know, it got addictive to me, and I just been doing it ever since.
Are you out here also for Netflix as a joke?
Yeah. I did a
That's
show
crazy.
Monday. I did a show Monday at the Avalon, and I was just at I was at Crack 'em Up last night with CP.
Hey man, let me tell you why I asked that, and I bring this up, right? Because Tip, for years, people would tell me, Big man, you need to do a stand-up routine. You need to get into comedy. You need to get into comedy.
I thought you did.
Nah, man, and I do shows, but I know how to get on and get off.
Right.
And there's sometimes where I tell people, and not killing, but I guess I am killing it on the Vine.
Right.
Because I'll tell people, I say, man, you know what, man? I said, I can make you laugh within 30 minutes or an hour.
Okay.
But I don't know if I can make you laugh for 30 minutes or an hour.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know, I was always told by all the mentors in comedy that have helped guide and lead me on my journey. Just stay on stage. Just stay on stage. They go in there and stay on stage. Ain't no way to work it out except getting up there and staying on stage. You find out what works, what doesn't work, what you need to change, how you could do it better instantly, just by staying on stage.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but it's crazy because you already been a king of stage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
this is a whole different stage.
Yeah.
And you out there and you're doing comedy at the most brutal times.
Why
because,
you say?
Because everybody's a critic.
Man.
Like, I wish I would have did it 20 years ago. Like, where people would just be like, hey, man, you bombed? Like, no, I didn't.
Excuse my language, but fuck them people.
Yeah, man.
Them people, like, you know, they don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, half of them people got holes in their socks. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, half of the people going home to their cable being cut off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And miserable?
Yeah, so, man, fuck them people. I ain't got to impress them. I got to impress myself.
Damn. Hey, dude, watch I go and do one night, and I'm going to hit you up and be like, man, that shit was horrible. He going to tell me, Big, stay on stage. I'll be like, no, man. Oh, man. Hell no. Talk to me about new music as well.
Hey, man, we just put out a record called Long Live OG Clay, me and NBA Youngboy. It's out right now.
And not only the collaboration, man, what does a record like that mean?
Man, it's a dedication to the life and the legacy of my partner, my mentor, and my manager, OG Clay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And Clay, he passed us last year?
Yeah, it was last year.
Stroke?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And those are one of those things, man, like my brother passed from a stroke. And my sister had one a couple years ago. She's moving around. But those are those things, man, where that really show you how precious life is.
True.
Because it's quick.
Yeah.
And it's taken.
And it's like, you know, you go from being absolutely normal to never being anything anymore. And it's at the snap of a finger.
Hey, man, without dropping so much new music, why was this one the one to lead the way to the album?
Man, really, I was intending to drop it on. So he has a holiday in Atlanta, and it was April 4th. April 1st. And I was trying to get it, you know, turned around and dropped in, but of course, with all of the clearances and the paperwork and getting everything done, it just took me a little longer. Yeah.
Hey, man, do you still enjoy being in the music business? You enjoy music?
That's an excellent question.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I enjoy the fans. I enjoy performing. I enjoy creating, making music. I don't really, you know, the process in which you release music now, I just, you know, I do it, but it's not, I don't know how much value I associate with it. You dig? Because there's so much stuff dropping. Yes. There's so much stuff dropping. It's like 6,000 songs a day, 60,000 songs a day. So it's like, you know, like how is it special anymore?
Yeah.
You know, back when, you know, when we were sitting out, decided that this is what we wanted to do, you know, there was actual effort. There was a graduation that had to happen for you to actually put a record out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't so accessible.
Right.
So I still enjoy the process, but I don't know about actually putting music out, the mechanisms. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I get so many people tipped that come up to me and be like, man, yeah, I rap or I produce. I'm like, of course you do. You know what I'm saying? And I always think, I say, man, if we're all on stage, who gonna be in the audience?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, man, who gonna be in the audience? And I don't dookie on anybody's dream because I had a dream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But some of them need to wake up too, because I've heard some shit. You know?
I say whatever keep a nigga from breaking in my house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then be like, man, dude died on the floor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you listen to music that's coming out?
I listen to it if it makes its way to me.
Right. But you're not going out try to find.
Nah. Like my cousin, I got little cousins. I got
you got low hanging fruit.
Yeah,
You got
sons and my daughter. You know what I mean? If I hear it, I say, hey, who is that? Or in one of my establishments, if the DJ playing something, I don't know, I ask him what it is, but I don't just, I don't just go out and go out my way to cultivate.
The rhythm and flow fuck it up for you too. Everybody thought
everybody
thought they just come up to you like, "Hey, man."
That was actually a great experience.
Oh my God, I love, dude. We still watch the first season of Rhythm and Flow now, and we already know who won.
Yeah, that's hard. D Smoke, man, I think he did his thing. He would definitely stand out.
D Smoke and Flawless, like
Flawless was dope.
But
too.
You know what I enjoyed about Rhythm and Flow?
Caleb Colossus, he was dope. Too.
Yeah, man, Beans was dope.
Yeah.
What I enjoyed about it is that you had real people. That's in the business from the genre with real accolades that care about the genre.
Right.
Sitting as judges.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing goofy. So you saw the right people get through, and then you saw some of the right people that couldn't get through because they didn't know the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Could you have did a show like that?
You mean could I have
been a contestant?
Man, especially
definitely. When you wanted it, huh?
Yeah, back before the bullshit, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think you get numb. After you've been in the business for so long, you kind of just get numb to it. You see when you drop a record, whether it does the best you've ever done or whether it does as good or whatever, you see life goes on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just see that life goes on. It's going to be, it's going to be what it's going to be.
Hey, man, do you ever sit back and listen to, like, your anthems?
I mean, I do from time to time, during the concerts usually.
Yeah. I hope that. Yeah, I hope so. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, I did make this.
I hear my sons play me songs that I forget that I made from like Urban Legend, King. You know what I'm saying?
And Urban Legend, man, Urban Legends is 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years.
Trap music is 21 years.
21 years. Yep.
That's crazy, and and it's like today.
It is.
Do your family and especially King, do they know what you mean to the genre and who you are?
I mean, man, I think they do.
Okay.
I think they do. I feel like it's a little. I think it's kind of overwhelming. You know what I mean? For them to consistently be reminded of it, you know what I mean, throughout the course of a day or throughout the course of their life. So I think that's why they go so hard to step outside of, you know what I mean? But we all got to walk our own walk.
Hey man, I remember one time, man, I saw you at a like this complex. I was going to the movies. I think you were going to the gym.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you was like big, and we met up in the parking lot and downstairs.
Okay.
And you're like, man, he said, yeah, I got a swagger like us coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh man, you gotta let me know what's happening. And then just from that conversation in the parking lot, what swagger like us ended up becoming.
Right.
And even with swagger like us is what 15, 16?
It gotta be like
16
15
years. Yeah,
it gotta be some time ago. Hey man, dope experience.
Yeah. Hey man, and like I say, dude, like I've seen so much from you, but you feel like there's so much more.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
I think this is the best it's ever been and the best is yet to come. You know what I mean? I think that whether it's music, film, television, comedy.
Yeah, man.
Producing, directing, writing. I think it's so much more to be done. So much more to be done.
And do you still pay attention to a lot?
Pay attention to a lot where?
Like either music, social media, you know, because everything now, man.
I don't do social media.
Right.
I don't do social media. I figure I had to back up off of that. That's a cesspool of opinions. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I wouldn't go and dive into a public pool with people I didn't know. So,
oh my gosh,
yeah, man.
What a good analogy.
Just be walking like, look at
you know
this.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So,
Just all nasty. Like, look at all these, they ain't changed this in years. Hey, man, that is a great analogy for real, man. I'm going to take that part out the interview and use it myself. Yeah, man. I'm going to be genius, boy. Dang! No, but that is real. Like, why would you even dive into that?
Yeah, I mean, I pulled myself away from it.
Yeah, man. But do you know how to use it as a tool?
I mean, I use it, I give it to, like, you know, management, assistants, and, you know, I direct PR through them. I tell them what I want to post.
So what's the new album that's coming?
So I got 2 more albums. What's up, Doc?
Go ahead now.
What's happening, baby?
I'm so glad that Doc walked in on a live interview. Doc,
oh, man,
thank you.
It, Doc.
You got the boss going to get you tea? I ain't mad at that. That's the king for real.
I'm sure he didn't make this.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
I'm almost positive.
Yeah, man. And that dude is crazy, man, because he got this thing with his finger. He like to keep it warm, so he always put it in people's teeth. Yeah, man. You know, Doc getting up in age, man. So his what do you call it? He call it arthritis, not arthritis.
Arthritis.
Yeah, he call it arthritis.
Yeah,
you know.
Man. Hey.
What were we talking about before Doc rudely walked into a live interview?
Hey, man, I think we were talking about how I avoid social media.
Yeah. So I was asking, like, do you know how to use it? Don't die, man, because you know I'm gonna record it. I'm not on social media either, but I got somebody that run it for me. Let me zoom in. You know
I see the information of whatever the post is. I see it through the people who I work with, and you know, I write my own caption.
Right.
But I just let them post it.
And you don't even go back to it.
Nah.
And then we were talking about the album as well, man.
Yeah.
With the album, so you say you got 2 albums coming?
2 albums.
And explain what those albums are.
So 2 albums. One is Kiss the King, one is Kill the King. Kiss the King would be a record, you know, is totally dedicated to the ladies. You know, records like the record I just dropped the end of last year called Vacay. Records like that, you know, other records like Whatever You Like, you know, Chilling With My Chick Today, you know what I'm saying, those type
Hey,
records.
man, you know Whatever You Like, you know a lot of us was mad at you.
Yeah, man, I was kind of mad at myself from time to time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
My daughter play that record when she want, you know.
When she wants something? Yeah.
She say, well, Daddy, you said. I'm like,
You can have whatever you, man.
I wasn't talking to you.
I remember at the time, man, and I still been battling this. I say, you know what? Well, fuck it, go get with T.I. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no jet, like, nah, you know.
It's my plate full, man.
So Kiss the King is first? Or how does that run?
I believe Kiss the King will be first. Kill the King, I believe we will follow shortly after. I don't think it's gonna be a long time period in between. Maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
What is Kill the King?
Kill the King is a lot more high energy. It's a TIP record. It's a lot more, you know, dramatic action. You know what I'm saying? DJ Toon, Manny Fresh probably.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Some of that kind of energy.
So are you working already?
Oh yeah, it's already, yeah, definitely.
You got any of it on you that you could just play real quick?
Absolutely, I do.
Okay, I'm talking about the play. I know you got it on you.
I got it on me. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm talking.
Well, you say
to play.
Yeah, but will I is the question.
That's the question.
Yeah, that's
I knew.
the question.
Hey man, I know. You know what I'm saying? Like Doc and I, man, and Louis as well. We done had these conversations when you ain't in the room. We like, man, Tip full of shit. Yeah. He like, do I have it? Oh, absolutely. You know, will I play it? We'll play it expeditiously.
Hey.
You know, how's the podcast going, man?
Man, it's not.
It's not.
Nah. I couldn't find the money.
Hey, man, you was like, man, all these dudes out. You was like, man, I ain't just doing it just to sit down and talk to you. Yeah.
Well, no,
hey, man, I love that you said I couldn't find the money.
Find it.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this, man. I had some phenomenal conversations, and I did enjoy a lot of the perspectives of the people that I met. But you know, it was so much time.
Yeah, man.
It was so much time invested into it. And I just couldn't figure out the money. I couldn't. The money didn't never work for
Yeah,
me.
you was like, I don't need no new hobbies.
Nah, you know what I mean? Nah,
Yeah,
because
man.
it was somebody that was getting paid.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Oh.
And I sat and listened to myself read ads for products and corporations that had it not been for this podcast, these people would have paid me 6-7 figures to do this. And it wasn't 6-7 figures in the podcast. So I just didn't understand it. So I had to, you know, I had to back out of it. So until Doc figure out how.
Oh, you don't want to go that route either, because I'm trying to figure it out too. Hey man, our producer Jason too. Jason's like, man, do not go down that Doc route. You know what I'm saying? It's not you, Doc. It's just, you know, the umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man,
But
just keep doing the albums and doing the shows and everything, man.
Shout out to everybody who doing it and doing it successfully, doing it well. Take my hat off to you. You know what I'm saying? It just the math didn't math.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, no need for no new hobbies.
Yeah.
Hey, man, where's all the equipment at? Anything for sale?
Yeah.
What's up?
Where's the Expeditiously, like the light? You know what I'm saying? Like the plug-in neon.
I still got it. I still got it.
But I'm pretty sure you still use that.
Yeah, I sit in front of it from time to time. You know what I'm saying?
You're hilarious.
It's ambiance.
Yeah, get this. Did you donate it to the museum?
Colors,
Yeah.
change colors and everything.
Push your button. Look at this right here. What's your color? Turquoise? Look at that. Man, did you put it in the museum?
No.
Man.
I did not. It's in the studio though.
Hey man, how important was it to really do a trap museum?
I think it was important to enlighten and educate those who heard the trap music but don't really know the origins of it and don't know the meaning behind it. You know, don't know why it's important. They just feel like it's some glorification of crime, criminal activity.
Right.
But they don't understand that, you know, we were placed and subjected to circumstances that were far beyond our ability to overcome. If anybody ain't watched Snowfall, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, that shit, it went across the nation and made its way to Georgia, Florida, you know what I mean? The Carolinas, New York, all around the country. And when we walked outside our door, you know, we couldn't escape crack.
Right.
Period. It was gonna be there from on the way from the house to the bus stop. It was gonna be there. And crack and trap music is really, that's like our testimony. You know what I'm saying? That's us celebrating the fact that we overcame it. You know what I mean? That we made it out. And as long as there are people on earth that have been affected by the drug era or the drug trade, the crack era, there'll always be a need for trap music to let folk know that they ain't going through it alone.
Hey, man, you know what I love about that, too, man, is that sometimes, Tip, we wait on somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We need to be recognized. And it's like, you know, some people don't take it on. And some people don't see it through. And sometimes, man, great ideas, you don't see execution or they die on the vine.
Right.
And Nip is in the Trap Museum as well?
Absolutely.
Why was it important to put Nipsey Hussle?
I mean, I think for the West Coast, man, he probably one of the most prolific hustlers.
Yeah, man.
You dig what I'm saying? And one of the most notable trap music artists from out here. And you know, it was an honor and it was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Easy call.
Oh, hello, easy call. That's it. Hey, man, what was the conversations like?
Man.
Yeah, man, because I've had some great ones with Nip.
They went, man. They went from one part of the spectrum to the other. Some I can't share.
Yeah, same.
I will say most of our most interesting conversations came about distribution, manufacturing of like fashion, and also like real estate. You know, acquiring real estate and developments. I you know, shared with him, you know, how I was working on my mixed use multifamily development in Atlanta. And, you know, then he was talking to me about, because at the time he was renting the he was renting the marathon shop. He was saying how he was trying to get, get the building, but the guy wouldn't, he wouldn't rock with him. And I told him, man, just, stay. Well, I actually told him, I told him, man, get you a white boy and, stand behind him. Get you somebody to stand behind. Don't try and, show up to all the meetings and do all the talking. Get you somebody to send in the room for you. And I think probably about a year or two later, he was like, man, I got it. You know? Man. And he had made his move.
Did you ever get a chance to go make it over there?
Yeah.
It was beautiful, bro. It was beautiful. Innovative as well, man. And it's crazy, man, because we had Jeezy in the neighborhood not too long ago.
Okay.
And Jeezy, he hit us with something as well that was some advice that he got from you.
I was basically hustling out of the studio because that was a safe zone for me. It was a building, it was an establishment, it had a gate, you couldn't get in it. You know what I mean? And I was hustling. I was in there and I was getting to the money, but I was trying to record Thug Motivation 101. So I think one day he came through and I probably had a couple of M's in the booth where we used to count the paper at. And he came in there and he's like, hey, man, let me talk to you. You know how Tip is. He's got them big words.
Let me talk to you.
You let me have a word with you. I was like, all right. So we walk in there and we go into the bathroom and, Tip, he go look under every stall to make sure nobody under there. He check the door. He's like, hey, man, look. He said, man, you're really talented, bro. He said, but you got to choose one because you can't be hustling and trying to do music because something's not going to work out. And he said, I believe you can do it, bro, but you got to let something go. And first thing I thought he was trying to trick me because I'm like, you doing this too.
Right. Yeah. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, you get money
you trying
too.
to take something?
Right. That was my first mind. And when I seen he was sincere, I went home and I really thought about it. And I was just like, I was already paranoid. I was already like in my mind, like getting ready for it. And I just said, I woke up one day and I remember I had this Nextel phone, like the chirps and stuff. And that's what all my, my people that I was getting busy with was on the phone. And I just woke up one morning and just threw the phone, threw it away. And people owed me money. You know what I mean? It was like I had money in the street that I just said, if I go pick the money up, I'm going to try to get into something else. And I kid you not, I did that based off the conversation we had.
Hey, man, some people don't give you the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, some people don't give you the game. And then there's some people you give the game to, and then they don't, they don't give back to the community.
That's
you know
real.
what I'm saying?
That's real.
Yeah, man. Have you had a lot of those conversations with people?
And I try.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think I don't really remember them, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But they do. We do.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when I'm reminded, that was a special, that I remember that conversation. I remember, when it happened, why it happened, and everything. It actually was cause we was also because we have a mutual acquaintance, which is Big Meech. So I met Young through Big Meech, and this was like during the time where Meech was just getting out. He beat a double homicide. And but it was still, it was still conversations. It was whispers that, that it was still like eyes and ears on him, And Jeezy's close association with that, I'm like, bruh, ain't no way, ain't no way, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get hit, and I never knew whether he listened or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I won't give it to you. I can give it to you, but what you gonna do with it?
Yeah, I remember having conversations like that with Thug. I remember having conversations like that with Savage. I remember having conversations like, man, with so many people, bro.
Who talked to you? Because at one point, Tip, it was like, hell, it's you. You know what I'm saying? It was at one point we were like, man, like, it's yours to have and it's yours to F up.
Yeah. And I think I did them both.
Yeah. And I remember, man, even to the point, dude, like, it's crazy how now they'll do so-called thorough investigations. We seeing dudes getting locked up, they using social media.
Right.
I remember when you were getting caught up, bro, when I would call the authorities, when I would call the feds, they would never like take my testimonies against you, like, you know, and I'd be like, oh my God, he's gonna be
thought
here.
they didn't take it.
Like, oh, you think they did? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
well, it wasn't a waste.
Yeah,
it
you
wasn't
thought they
wasted.
didn't take it.
It
They
wasn't
took
wasted. It wasn't wasted calls then. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't wasted calls at all, man.
I think, man, people like Russell Simmons, Jay, Puff,
Right.
Clay, man, Jay Prince.
Hey, man, is it a beautiful thing to look at some of this in the rearview mirror too, though?
Yeah, I don't really take much time to look at it.
Yeah.
You know, now that you mention it, yeah, it's a blessing.
Yeah, man.
It's truly a blessing.
And it's crazy, man, because for us to be still standing,
yeah,
and not even as in a genre, man, just as black men,
right,
with so many, you know, and you can sit and say, oh man, we got so many scopes on us, but we do,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
More than the average, and you got to be just as good. Same with our brown brothers too, man. You got to be just as good, and you got to have all these
You got to
enoughs.
be better.
Yeah, man.
You got to be better. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
man.
saying? You got to supersede expectations. You know, you got to overcome.
Right.
You can't just come. You got to overcome.
Yeah, we shall. And it's crazy because you got to be in a position too, man, where you got the enoughs too. And I always say, man, there's these enoughs. Like with you got to be hip hop enough, business enough, corporate enough, street enough. You know, all these enoughs that sometimes someone else don't have to be with. Like you could say something, Tip, and you got to represent a lot of people.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And man, it's crazy because people will hold you up and bring you down at the same damn time, bro.
If you let them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you value.
I'm learning from you because I think I put too much value in other people's things.
Yeah, if you value what they say and if they catch you caring, you know what I'm saying, they'll tear you down. I read this book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Ooh, yes, man.
You know what I
yes.
mean? And that, you know, it just like, you know, people's opinions only matter as much as you make it matter. And I think that, you know, I have it's a mantra that I live by, and it's if you live for the cheers, you'll die by the boos. So if you let people's praise of you and you let people celebrate you and let that build you up, then when they disapprove of you, it's gonna tear you down. So, you know, you just stay even. You just understand, man, that, you know, God, the glory belongs to God.
Yes, sir.
And so I'm just an instrument. I'm a vessel.
Hey, man, what is Atlanta like now? Because I've seen shirts that say we full.
Yeah,
man.
Hey, man.
Is Atlanta different from the last 10, 20 years,
Absolutely.
bro? Yeah, man.
Absolutely. I think COVID kind of changed everything.
So we talking about down in the last 5 as well, huh?
Yeah. COVID changed everything. I think when everybody saw that we were still open and kicking it, and people came down and didn't leave.
Yeah.
You know, they got their little PPPs and stayed. You
Yeah,
know,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Like, dude, you never heard of take the money and run? Just go. We ain't tripping.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Has the lifestyle changed?
I think I have to say it's not as much carefree, casual kicking it
Right.
as it was before. You know, you kind of gotta move with purpose.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's a lot more treachery.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? A lot more treachery, but
Yeah,
you know,
and
it keeps you sharp.
Yeah, and I think we starting to see that in a lot of places too, though, man.
Yeah.
And things are just
The
different.
devil is busy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hell yeah, man.
The devil is busy.
Yeah, and a major and man, not sleeping. You know what I'm saying? And definitely not turning that fire off. You know what I'm saying? He got that fire lit up, man.
Yeah.
Have you been paying any attention, Tip, to the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef that's been going down?
You can't really miss it.
Yeah, man.
You can't really miss it. I mean, you know, I just appreciate the skill sets and the presentation. You know, the presentation of art. I try to take it all with a grain of salt. All this shit they saying can't be true.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
It got to be some embellishment or some, you know, some ambiguous, you know, nature in some
Watch
of
what I
this,
say here.
you know.
Get them thinking.
Yeah, but I think it can't all be true. But I just I just mostly listening for the double entendres,
Yeah, man.
quadruple entendres,
Yeah.
you know, and the metaphors and just the skill in which they present their art.
You know what I learned from this tip? I'm like, I don't think when it comes to Kendrick or Drake, we shouldn't have to wait for another album because they done brought out 9 songs in a month.
Ain't that
So that whole, you showed me that you can drop 2 songs in a day, bro. So don't tell me that your album is coming at the end of the year. You know, and they not dropping fillers. They dropping, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they hard.
Hell yeah,
They
it is,
hard.
man.
They hard. I think it's good for the game.
Right.
I think it's good for the game. But I will say this: they done kind of fucked it up for some other people who were planning to drop. You know what I'm saying? In this period, I think some people were like, "Damn, I was gonna drop, but
wait this out." Hell yeah!
Let me just see this through.
Yeah, man. It got to a point. Like, I was telling people, man, I was in Vegas when Drake dropped. You know, one of the last, and I was like, "Oh man!" So my boy Fuzzy hit me up.
Okay,
and he was
what
like,
up, Fuzz?
Hello," and he hit me up for. So it was Family Matters when Drake came back, and I was like, "Oh man," you know. So then they sent me, and now I got to look at it because it's really 9 songs.
Yeah.
So then,
and they're dropping 7, 8, 9 minutes.
Yeah, man. That's
like
why I
3,
say
4 songs with 3, 4 beats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You do. I saw Mustard in the airport after Not Like Us. Literally hours after it dropped. Not even 12 hours. And we're in the airport the next morning. He didn't know that Kendrick was using that instrumental.
What?
Yeah, so when you talking about like they going through 3, 4 beats, like man, like Jesus
Mustard,
Christ.
I need to see you too.
Yeah.
I need to see you.
Oh my God. Oh, because because what you talking about in the direction of, is it Kill the King that's a little more here? Oh yeah, you got to get that Mustard one.
Yeah.
And you'll do that right.
I need to see, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He right up here in the valley. I'll take you to him.
For real?
Yeah, I'll take you right to him.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Yeah, hold on. Let's finish this.
I thought we were done.
Nah, man. You want me to go see you get your shit on and I don't get mine?
Don't you want to do something more important?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I do.
Let's go.
Yeah. More important for you? Like, man. My man was like, all right, well, you stay here. Just give me Mustard's address. I don't need you anyway, because you want some kind of credit or a point or something. All right, like, yeah, big. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you real petty, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, big, you already, man, you know that, man, the neighborhood gonna be the neighborhood.
Yeah, that is true, man.
Yeah, man.
That is true, but we full.
I see.
Yeah, yeah. We definitely full, man. But back to the Kendrick and Drake, man. I was like, I literally was in Vegas.
Yeah.
And I was unpacking. Family Matters came the day
unpack
before.
When you get somewhere?
Yeah, man.
I do not.
Really though?
I just throw shit out my suitcase and put it on.
Do you leave your clothes in the do you pack up or do you leave your stuff?
What you mean?
Like if there's a t-shirt, do you leave it or do you bring it on?
A dirty t-shirt?
Like, cause this look new.
Yeah, this brand new.
Yeah, because I don't think I've seen you wear the same thing twice.
Oh, well, you just ain't seen me. You ain't,
enough?
You ain't seen me enough. Yeah, I definitely would have seen, especially if I like it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to refrain from wearing the same
hip hop
thing
50
twice.
that you did at YouTube Theater.
Okay.
You was wearing a hell of an outfit. You can't wear that again.
I haven't, but it's in my closet.
Yeah.
And I will. I wear it somewhere else though.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I go to London or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Out the country.
Yeah, because of course, you know, London don't have social media and TVs out there.
I don't give a damn.
Yeah,
You hear me, man? I
He was
just
like,
need
big.
people not to see me in person. You
He
know
was
what
like,
I'm
hey
saying?
man, how many times have I told you today I don't care what somebody thinks?
I don't get no damn, man.
Yeah, man. So I was unpacking.
Okay.
And as I'm unpacking, Fuzzy sends me Meet the Grams. I'm going through Meet the Grams because I already had Family Matters. So I'm going through Meet the Grams. And I'm like, oh, shoot. So I'm unpacking. Fuzz hit me back. He was like, man, he said, that Kendrick. I was like, yeah. I said, I heard it, man. I said, I heard it. I said, but Drake, you know, Drake came too. And he was like, yeah, but that Kendrick Lamar. I said, man. I said, yeah, I heard that one. He was like, no. He said he did another one. And I'm like, no. He said, I sent it to you. So literally, and I'm only in Vegas tip for the weekend. So how big is your bag? How much stuff am I really unpacking?
Damn.
That by the time I listened to one, the other came. And that's why I say
Not Like Us.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why when I say I'm not waiting on no more albums from them,
Yeah, well,
because I
what?
know that they can.
The thing is, that's an actual like that's a bop. Like I hear them playing that in the club.
Oh yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's Like that's the. I believe I was in Vegas as well. I was actually.
Were you out there for
Lovers and Friends?
Lovers and Friends?
Yeah, I was. I was at Usher House. I was at Usher House. We were having a little get together, a little barbecue or what have you. And DJ MLK shot it to me, and I listened. And I was like, cause you know, of course, any social circle you gather, you know, during that time period, that's gonna be the conversation.
Yes, sir.
And so everybody was just as you said, listening to the records as they dropped. And I think they was going through family matters, and MLK sent me Not Like Us. I said, hey,
Yeah. Hold
hey
on for a
man,
second,
hold up, man, here, run that, man.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, but those are moments that hip hop created. You feel me?
Man.
Those are moments that, and then you know that night we went to the club and JD played both records, and you know I think that, man, it all stimulates the attention of this thing that we do. You know what I mean? What we know and love so much. So I think that anytime, man, you got two giants in a field that are worthy opponents, you know, and that can match wits with one another, I feel like it's gonna be good for the game.
What did you feel when Cole said, "I'm not being a part of this"?
Man, I feel he chose peace and tranquility.
Yeah, man. They do, and that's what I said then. And not when everything else started coming. I said that man said it didn't sit right with my soul.
Yeah.
So there is no, oh man, you need to get back in there. And then when you look at the long run, because this did get a little crazy.
Yeah.
That was the man. I would have been.
You
this is exactly what I'm talking
skin.
about.
You gotta have thick skin.
Yeah,
you gotta
man.
have thick skin. You gotta really be unfazed and unbothered. And
yeah.
we don't know, you know what I mean, the temperament or the sensitivity of Cole's dynamic. I don't know. You know, because we've never seen Cole upset.
Right. And those are the ones you got to be careful
Exactly. We don't know where that would take him.
Yeah, man.
So, you know, I think, you know, that was quite mature of him.
Yeah. And I don't have the thick skin. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my 30-year anniversary, homie. This is my 30-year anniversary. And I'm doing this black tie dinner and everything. And it was like, oh, we should do it as a roast. I was like, you can't roast me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I kill everybody on the day.
You seen that Tom Brady?
Hell yeah.
I couldn't have did that.
Oh, man. My man was just sitting there like.
I couldn't have did that. Nah.
Yeah, dude, even later on.
Nah,
when the show was over, I would have came back.
We gonna hit.
Yeah, man.
We gonna hit.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, you know,
it was a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if it wasn't me or my brother Mouse, that show wouldn't last 17 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, talking about, look, man, you know, as every man, right? Every man, you know, you gonna feel a certain way or have certain knee-jerk reactions when someone violates the sanctity of your home. You feel me? When somebody discredits the honor of your wife, your children, your even your mama. You know what I mean? So I think that, you know, those type. It depends on who it's coming from as well. It depends on who it's coming from. Cause you know what? For some reason,
I don't think I know anybody that can say that.
No, just hear me out. So let's take the Tom Brady roast. For some reason, the shit that Kevin said, it didn't feel so bad.
Right.
And other people, it's like, you know, that shit just had a little more vinegar on it.
Yeah, and some of it had some history too.
Yeah.
And even the ones that didn't have history still cut like a knife.
Yeah.
I remember, dude, one time I was leaving this concert with Kevin Hart, right? And we were walking together, and my wife was with me.
Okay.
And me and Kevin, just how we'll play around. We play around, but it's tasteful, not anything crazy.
Right.
And Kevin asked me, because he was with his guy, his security.
Yeah.
And they were escorting me to my car. I don't have security, but they were walking me to the car.
Yeah.
And Kevin said, hey, big man, why you got security? Hey, man, my wife
took
it the wrong way.
Oh shit.
So that's why I'm saying,
Oh shit.
like, if it's not my wife or my brother Mouse,
Yeah.
because they listen different, because there's a different kind of love.
Right.
Like you'll probably sit down and have a roast, and it'll be probably an uncle or homie or somebody be like, "Hold on, man."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on for a second.
That's real.
Yeah, so when they was talking about, oh, your 30th, we gonna have a roast, I was like, well, y'all roast on, because I ain't gonna be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because I got legal clips and illegal clips that you're not supposed to have. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Allegedly.
hey,
You know?
hey,
I'm talking about clips of, like,
Hey, I don't.
video clips.
I didn't even.
No.
My headphone went out.
Hey, bro,
I couldn't hear.
I'm talking about clips of like my show that they wanted to put up on the screen.
I understand.
I'm talking about social media clips.
understand.
I feel what you thought I was
I
talking
can't
about.
even hear. I can't hear.
Yeah, I hear what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
No
is real.
escuchen.
Yeah. Hey, man, yeah, that is something that people, so let's just move on from that, man. This dude over here, man, you know what I'm saying? Here we go. Want me to turn state's evidence on again. You know what I'm saying? Again. So, Tip, when the album drops for you?
Man, you know
Or you
what?
just waiting it out?
Yeah, I'm not really. I hate the conformity of deadlines. You know
Yeah,
what
man.
I'm saying?
Write that down, conformity.
I got you.
Yeah,
Big
I
Brother.
hate
It's
that.
another one.
I hate that, man. So I just move. I move, man, with my creativity, and I'm gonna present it when it's ready.
Really, though?
Yeah.
Hey, man,
I like it like that, man.
Do you get in your own way sometimes? Like when it comes to like how much great music you have? Do you overthink? Like, is T.I. in competition with T.I.?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure I have before. I'm sure I have before. You know, there are records that Pharrell and I have done, and and you know, he's like way left. You know what I'm saying? Pharrell like, man, drop that shit, man. And I'm like, I don't know, man. And I probably should have dropped that shit.
Oh, really,
You know
though?
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Damn. Oh, so there's some you didn't drop.
Yeah.
Is there any hits that we have that you were hesitant on?
I mean, Bring 'Em Out was one, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember because it
Yeah.
was Swizz that was like,
Yeah, Swift was like, man, put that shit out. I was like, man, all right.
hey, man, you know that is still my favorite T.I. song because
Man,
what it
thank you.
felt to me.
Right.
And what it meant to me and the time of my life. And then also the time of my life, the time of my career,
Right.
what I did with that record. That
Right.
record also, I know you had
turned
accolades.
you turned that record up.
Oh, my God,
You turned
bro.
that record up. What
You
book
own-
do you read?
You know, the one that you brought up, bro, what was the book that you brought up?
The Subtle Art of Not Giving
Yeah.
a Fuck.
Now, I got that book. You read it,
do?
right?
Yes.
I didn't read it. But that's why when you said it, I pointed like, oh, yeah. And then I was like, then I really thought, Tip, I was like, hold on, I did not read that. Man, man, you walk into my little area at the house, you be like, Big, man, you read a lot of books. I'm like, no, I have a lot of books.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You know what
You
I'm
know,
saying?
I definitely have more books than I've read.
Oh, yeah, man.
I definitely have more
I
books.
got some of the best books.
Yeah, but definitely
You know what I'm saying? Oh, my
some
God.
of the greatest
Hey, man,
literature.
have you ever started reading a book and then you realize, wait, I read this already?
No.
Oh,
no,
really though?
No.
Do you have an author
What do you mean?
like that you know when they drop? Mine is that Mitch album. For like the 5 people you meet in heaven, Tuesdays with Maury. Like anytime he drop,
Man.
I gotta get that. But you
Man.
probably like on that 50 Laws and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, I have. I read, you know, The Art of War.
Yeah,
you
see,
know what I'm
yeah, that's what I'm
saying?
talking you ever read Clifford the Big Red Dog?
I heard it.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I
that's
heard
good
that.
reading, man. I think I was like 5 when I read that.
Yeah,
man.
I think I got past that, man, before kindergarten.
Oh yeah. What were you
Yeah.
bragging?
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you for noticing. I'm trying to see what the guy that writes the Alex Cross novels. Yeah, I kind of try
And you know what?
them.
And for me to
And
even
Sister Soldier.
Oh, man.
Sister Soldier.
Sister Soldier,
Yeah,
hold your
when
fucking
she-
ground like I told you. We'll bend your ass over. Ice Cube, Sister Soldier. Go ahead now.
Yeah,
Believe
you
that, man.
did.
Hey, man, but it's a pleasure to have you back in
Man,
the
it's
neighborhood,
always
man.
a pleasure.
You know, I will go longer, but you were
leave.
so late today. Oh. Are you working your material with us? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I can't wait till you're somewhere and I can just come and boo you.
Hey, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, Tip,
Hey.
didn't you walk? Do you remember I was doing my book tour and you walked in on me? I was in Atlanta because remember when I did the thing where I played like I fell out on you?
Yeah, I do remember that.
When I did the prank and passed out on you?
Yeah,
you know what I love? You a cold motherfucker too.
I stepped right over you.
My man was like, hey, y'all got to handle that. He was like, if he passing out, I'm a guest here. I don't do CPR.
You dig what I'm saying?
I don't call 911.
It's much better. It's much better for you guys. I need more qualified hands on deck,
man. You know? Yeah. And y'all probably got his medic alert. Y'all probably know what the brother fell out about.
You need people who care about you right here.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Tip, have you wrote a book yet? Did I miss anything?
Man, I wrote 2, but they were fictional novels.
Okay. So you haven't wrote the Tip
I haven't
Harris
done
story.
The biography yet, which I am working on it.
You know, when you walked in on me in Atlanta, you know I was at a book sign. I was presenting my book.
I knew you were doing something. So, I didn't pay much attention to it.
Neither did the Atlanta audience because nobody showed up.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, man. So thank you for coming in because when you and your homies came in, y'all made it. It was you and probably like 4 people. So when I did the math, I had probably about 9 people in there total. So thank you. Oh man, I did a book tour, Tip. Before Instagram and all that, man, my book tour for my book was horrible, bro.
Man, but it still can sell. What's the name of it?
Big Boy and XL Life. Staying big at half the size.
Yeah, man. I think now they have the awareness. Yeah. They can still go get it.
Well, they've had the awareness for like 13 years. It's not
no, but I'm just saying they can still go get it and level their table with it.
That is true.
You know?
That is true.
Oh, wow. You know.
No,
and how about this? I think the thing is you're trying to make it a book, and if you just market it as a weed tray, I think then
roll up on it.
Because
people really doing cannabis even more.
You feel
that they can roll up on the front and the back, and I'm hardcover.
You're hardcover.
Yeah, man.
Man, talk that shit.
Hey, bro, this marketing man. Hey, dude.
I'm trying to tell
Not only did you give that to Jeezy, Nip, and you share. Listen to how you told me that I can bring my book back around.
I'm trying, man. It could be, you can eat your sandwiches on it.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. I remember one time, dude. Some dude said he came to me. Remember, was it here? And he had my book.
Okay.
And he was like, "Can you sign this for me?" And real talk, man. And this is on everything. When I went to go open up the book, when he went to go tell me his name, I said Jonathan. He was like, "How'd you know?" I said, "Because I remember your order."
Oh shit. Another thing you could do, because if it's hardcover, that means you got the paper cover on the outside.
Yeah, man.
So you could just take a more successful book and then
put that on
the paper on there. Yeah.
And then hand it to him.
Nah,
that's like
put
Boogie
it
Dope.
Up there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Just load them up. Hey man, I remember when they broke in my house, they left all that shit in there. I was like, man, hell yeah. Yeah, I had it on Amazon like years ago, man. It got to a point where I was like, man, I can't handle all these returns.
Damn.
I can't. Damn. Yeah, man.
Just put T.I.'s picture on the next cover.
That'll help.
You and him.
That'll help.
Can I do it?
I mean, well, not legally, but
okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's a cold situation, man, where people can laugh at your failures, right? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, it's better to laugh with you.
No, I think y'all laughing at me.
But with you.
Yeah, because I'm present.
But we talking behind your back and your face.
Yeah, no, you're not talking behind my back. We're having a conversation. They've talked behind my back.
No.
Yeah, when it comes to the book, oh my God.
It's in your face though.
Yeah, it is, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I could have been a bestseller if I would have sold more books.
A what seller?
Yeah.
A best seller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I would have sold more books. You know what I'm saying?
I think on some street corners you probably could have.
Yeah, but on the real, all jokes aside, man, I'm downplaying how well it did.
Okay.
My book was the #1 selling book.
Okay.
Written by Big Boy, titled Big Boy and XL Life.
Guess what? I believe that.
There it is,
I
man.
believe that.
Yeah, man. You got to find where your #1s are.
You understand?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, everybody got something to celebrate.
Yeah, there it is, man.
Yeah.
There it is. I would give you a copy, but I know you're going to hurt my heart when I go to the car. It's going to be sitting out there by the elevator.
Not at all. Not at all, man. I have a wobbly table at home. I can't wait. I actually
so
need
it actually
one.
made it. It actually make it to the house with you.
Absolutely,
man.
Absolutely,
I thank you for that.
Man,
he was like, man. Well, okay, let me ask you this.
Okay, go ahead.
Whose book would you really take home? My book or Donald Trump's book?
I mean, I
Damn,
take them
you
both.
thinking about it?
I take them both home. I take them both home.
All right, my book or How to Be a Ku Klux Klanman.
Oh wow.
I take them
You
both
got to study the
home.
enemy too. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, I take them both home, man. You know, I think you can learn a lot from the other side.
Right, man.
I've actually that's one of the episodes of Expeditiously that I wanted to do.
You mean your failed podcast?
Yeah, well,
Talk to me as I'm celebrating 30 years.
my abandoned podcast.
Right. Oh yeah, man. My bad. Look who got thin skin now.
Oh, yeah. But now, listen though. I think I wanted to have a conversation with a Klansman.
Oh yeah, see,
and I wanted them to articulate like through facts why they feel they are the more superior race and what.
Did you get that interview?
I didn't, man. I didn't.
I got a brother from the Nation of Islam, and he said, "Man,
I study
everything.
I wanted them to debate with like RZA Islam.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. But they don't want to stay. So like RZA would do it.
I know he would.
He
already said he would.
And RZA would do it with intelligence.
Yes,
they'd be
without
like,
any
so
emotion.
why you don't like? I just don't like y'all. Why not? Because. That's it. That's when you know it's that kind of argument.
I wanted to get to the logic.
You know
what I'm saying? And sometimes when you ask the right questions and people see that they don't have an answer, sometimes that affects the psyche in a way that changes the mindset.
Hey man, but you and also Killer Mike, there's just some David Banner, but there's just some people in our culture,
right?
Like y'all town halls, y'all were the voice,
right,
for us, and the voices that we trusted, and the voices that connected people to some things that they didn't understand because y'all put it in a PROSE language that we could understand.
Right.
How important was it for you to put yourself in those positions, bro? Where you would have those kind of conversations.
Man, when my children started to get older, and started to like drive and spend time in the world on their own, I just felt a different sense of responsibility to affect the world that they were living in.
Right.
And I felt that the influence I had been fortunate enough to garner, I felt like it had to be dealt with purpose. It had to be used for something purposeful. And that's why, I just started like, organizing. Started organizing, started learning more, fellowshipping more with brothers who also had purpose and who would show up for a cause, make sacrifices, and that just put me in the company of so many special people, like Tamika Mallory, you know what I'm saying, like Killer Mike, David Banner, you know what I'm saying, like so many others, Charlamagne, like just so many others that would teach me, guide me, and accompany me.
Right.
On certain missions, and that that means a lot to me. I have since kind of learned to pull myself back.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? A little more.
That tuition into the school of experience.
You dig?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think I can help others until it hurts me.
Right. Right. Yeah. Hell yeah.
So,
can you call my family, tell them that same thing?
Hey, man, I do my best.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, put it in your book.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit, they'll never read it.
Hey, man, boy, the positive to negative, boy. Believe that.
He is a comedian, bro.
Yeah, you gotta love him, man. These jokes, hey, Sean, these jokes, he ain't serious about this, man. He ain't serious. Oh, look what I got. What I happen to have right here.
Oh, man, what's that,
yeah, man.
Oh, man, who the hell is Michael? Whoever, look at this. See, Michael didn't even take his book off.
Damn.
Hey, man.
And you told him to enjoy it.
Oh, man, see, look at this. They think I'm playing, man. This is already signed, man.
That was Michael Jackson, too.
No, it wasn't Michael. No, it wasn't, man. Whoever Michael is, your book is over here. Look at this, man. It's really signed. And whoever it is, they probably just left it out there by the mail.
Damn.
All right, man. Well, wow. I get you your own, man.
Man, appreciate it.
And they $22, so I make sure I give you that $22.
Okay, but look, I need the markdown because I'm sure they on sale. I'm sure they on sale. I'm positive it's on clearance.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They're not on clearance.
I'm positive.
T.I. because you can't find them because they're all at my house.
You sure?
They sent them all back, Simon and Schuster.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
They sent them all back to you.
Pretty much, yep. And to this day, man, because I was on Cash Money Books as well through Simon and Schuster.
Okay,
to this
that's
day,
dope.
Baby and they won't even talk to me about my book.
What?
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was like, Playboy, we done had so many good books. He was like, man, F your book. He was like, man, all 3 of them. I was like, what
All
the heck?
3.
Yeah, man. Believe that, man. So, and also, man, I want to make sure that with the book, and you doing the whole Matter Daddy situation as well.
Oh, yeah.
Pardon?
Yeah. Are you doing the whole Matter Daddy with the performances too?
What is Matter Daddy?
Nothing's a matter. What's wrong with you? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. T.I. in the neighborhood. Big Boy's neighborhood.